So I'm here with McLain Ward, Jimmy Torano. We are here at the NARG. Guys, how do you think it went tonight?
Well, I think the turnout was fantastic, and I think that clearly shows that a great number of the exhibitors throughout North America really feel that some change needs to take place and we need a voice. We're a fledgling group and we're just getting started, and we need a little bit of blind faith here, but I think it was the right direction, and I think we're going to do some good in the long term.
Jimmy, lots of folks talking about footing, finances, the mileage deal. What are your thoughts on all the responses?
I mean, we tried to not pinpoint any certain things tonight. As Chris said, we were basically just trying to let people know what we were all about. And for sure, there was some skepticism in here, and we understand that. And some people, are thinking maybe right now we're going to hold off and ride the coattails. But I think what people need to understand is we didn't do this, and we're not doing this for ourselves. What benefits us will benefit everyone in this room. And yes, some people are saying, oh, this is for the elite. But as Chris said, this is a trickle-down effect. It's got to start somewhere. And yes, it might start with the Grand Prix horses and then down to the hunters and the equitation and the lower-level shows. I mean, this isn't for us. We're not making any money. We ourselves put up a lot of money to get this started, and, we're hoping people join in with us.
Well, here's the thing. You guys are the voice, and if you don't have the voice and the power, I don't know who is. And you've got the time. You don't have the time is what I'm saying. So the fact that you took the time this evening to do this. Chris, what do you think? You had the big speech tonight. I know there was some early speech jitters. You got through it.
Sure. I was actually so happy with the turnout and the people, and I think that just goes to show the need and the desire for people out there to try to, hopefully find an organization that can actually answer their needs and do some of the things that we really want to make significant changes, positive changes to the sport. I think that we are going to help the hunter and the equitation industry a lot because I feel like they're almost too centered. They need to, I think, help themselves open their eyes outward, look internationally, see how they can help bring their sport to Mexico, see how we can help bring their sport to Canada, how they can compete maybe internationally and expand their own industry instead of looking inward all the time. I think that we can hopefully, through us, give them ideas and moving their sport outward and developing on a bigger, more broader scale, and also help give it more importance, help give the equitation real meaning and real importance. And so those are the things that I think we're going to be able to bring to every aspect of the sport.
I know a lot of people were asking tonight, how are you guys different from the USHJA and USEF? And I think that was a big question. How do you guys want to answer that?
Well, I think those are great organizations, but we wanted to keep some independence, and we wanted to be really, like I said, an independent voice for the exhibitors throughout North America on all levels, riders, trainers, amateurs, and juniors. And we want to work together with those organizations, but not necessarily be in bed with them. We want to have our independent voice and not necessarily compromise. We're not a radical group, but we don't want to compromise what our beliefs are and the needs of the sport.
You won't be out there picketing with signs, chanting?
Hopefully not.
No, I agree with McLain. I mean, I think we've felt in the past, maybe there's some things, the USEF, there's a lot of management on those committees, on those boards, and, we sometimes aren't getting our needs, we're not getting done what we feel we need to get done. So, we're trying to go a little bit of a different direction, and, at some point we'll work with those committees, but, the USEF, in our opinion, isn't quite meeting our needs.
Who came up with the idea, by the way?
I'm not sure if anybody really came, but it was...
The exhibitors as a whole.
It was, I think it was through really this early riders' meetings that finally we had reached a frustration point among many people, and for once I think we felt enough pressure that people really wanted to get behind an organization. And that was back in September, and so it's taken us a good solid 6 months to get us to this point where we can, be off the ground and be able to move forward and actually try to now raise money and get the power and the strength and the numbers and the people behind us we need to make the difference.
You guys don't have a lot of spare time, but I gotta ask you, do you golf? Do you have a favorite TV show? Do you cook? What do you do when you're not riding horses?
Now we go to meetings at our board member Norman's house.
Storm and Norman over there.
Exactly, and he cooks.
Does he pour a strong cocktail?
I try, but I'm like the only drinker.
Yeah, we're not much of the drinking crowd, but I think we all feel that this is a very worthwhile time commitment. We have all gotten so much from this sport and gained so much from the horse industry that we want to leave this better than we found it. And if we don't start now, it'll be too late.
I mean, I feel the same way. I think a girl said it earlier in the meeting. You know, if we keep letting costs go up and things the way they're going, I mean, the McLain Wards and the Kent Farringtons and the Nicole Shahinians won't be. I mean, you know, we weren't millionaires, and, you know, some of those people that want to get started, I mean, they're going to bow out early on. We've got to try to take care of the sport for everyone. So, you know, those people that, you know, don't have all the money can really do it. And even us that are in the sport, it's getting harder for us to do it as professionals and as owners.
Chris, what do you do in your spare time? Come on, do you golf? Do you fish? Do you cook?
I play a little bit of golf.
Okay.
And not too good at it.
Do you watch American Idol? Do you just do anything? Do you ever sit in front of the television and just chill out?
Not too often, actually. I'm sort of a reader, enjoy reading,
okay.
and actually now spending a lot of time doing this. And it's really rewarding because I think that I feel like for the first time we can really try to make a change. And, you know, we need to bring back really wonderful events. We need to really bring back importance to, you know, just even small classes and championships, and that, you know, people know who's won. Now it just seems to be just one big business where everyone just tries to get through the day, and nothing has importance or meaning. You know, when you ask who won the, you know, Young Riders Championships, you'd be struggling to even know where it is, never mind who won it.
True.
And yet those are kids who are under 21 jumping meter 50. That's serious jumps, and there's nothing. No, it's usually poorly. What do you want to say? Presented. It's also poorly attended, and just an example like that is, you know, it's one of the small things that we hope to really, you know, we want to bring importance to events and bring coverage in newspapers and really celebrate these things so that we can bring our sport back into the sport.
Norman, you seem like the rebel rouser of the group.
Oh, I hope not.
Is he the rebel rouser of the group?
No.
Yeah. Okay. What did you think of tonight?
I read it that it went well. I think that people are going to watch and see, and I think that we had some very good, strong support, but I think they're going to wait and see how it shakes out. But I think we're off to a good start, and it was a good introduction.
What's the one thing you'd like to see changed? If you could change one thing in this industry?
Oh, for me personally, I would love to see it cost less, so it could be more, people could afford to see how rewarding it really is to be with horses.
Guys, thank you so much. Great job. Good luck. I know it was a bit of a tough crowd tonight. A little bit. It was good. Yeah.
That's right. They asked tough questions.
I think everybody has the same sentiments. The whole community, the horse community, has the same sentiments throughout North America. And like I said, we're asking for a little bit of faith here, but I think we're gonna come out on top and help things.
Final words, guys?
No, I think McLain said it. I mean, hopefully everyone will stand behind us and believe, and I think they're going to see that something good is going to come of this.
Chris?
Just really pleased with the turnout. I felt like we had great support, and we just want to continue with this type of program and reach out to everybody around the United States, Canada, and Mexico so we can really unite and hopefully make believers out of those who aren't.
Norman, final word.
I just want people to know that we're not combative, and we really want it to go well for everybody, including management.